What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling great today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I do on this channel are tarot card spread based off our ruler here, the good old moon. And depending on, what sign she's in, what phase she's in, if she's going void of course, just all the lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything is going to be gravy, Cancer. Now, let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling great. Just vibrations are fantastic, Cancer. And let me tell you why. Because the moon is in Cancer now. That's right, the moon is back home. And it went void of course early this morning, like right around about a little after midnight, about 13 after midnight is when it went void of course. And then it officially entered Cancer about 1:48 in the morning. So now we're settling in. And with the moon being in Cancer, this is kind of like calling for like a need for peace and quiet, or you may feel that at this time. And then because the moon's it's been on a long journey. It wants to kind of when you get home, you want to kick back and relax, and that's what the moon is doing. And also this is a good there's a lot of potential for healing as well. Just if you're doing healing on others or maybe for yourself, take that work with that energy as it resonates. And some good activities to maybe consider while under this influence of this energy would be any kind of like domestic or home decor, those that include any kind of awareness for personal needs, or just family get-togethers, but it's just like a very kind of nurturing energy, that it's this kind of time, everything's feeling as it should, Cancer. Now, the spread that I'm going to do this week, considering everything's back home, is going to be kind of like an ability spread. The first card is going to be, there'll be 4 cards. First card's going to be how do you see yourself. Second's going to be what are your skills. Third is going to be what hinders you from utilizing these skills. And then the fourth is going to be how to use those strengths to your advantage. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. It's a Chariot Friends exclusive, and I've been enjoying using it. And I've included a link in the description box below for this one and all the other decks that I like using. So check that out. But let's go ahead and get to your first card here, Cancer. So higher self, how does Cancer perceive themselves at this time? What energies are they embodying? How does Cancer see themselves during this wonderful time here? Yeah? Okay. How lovely, Cancer. 2 of Cups. And this is dope because this is one of our cards here. This is Venus in Cancer. And with the 2 of Cups, I feel like how you're seeing yourself as someone who's a very who knows how to love, who knows how to take care of people. I'm getting very, very nurturing energy here. I feel like you're seeing yourself for your for the skills that you have. That there is power in this mothering ability that we as Cancerians have. So that's I love that, Cancer. I feel like this is really this is giving me almost like and for some, I feel like if you're feeling this energy, I feel like you almost feel this almost oneness with yourself, like this I don't know how to put it. There's like this unity here between like you and higher self, or however you connect to the source. I feel like there's this understanding here. And if it's not coming, Cancer, know that it will. As you do start doing more kind of self-exploration and all of that, this oneness will come here. Because really the 2 of Cups, it's like, I feel like how when I describe it, it's like how these 2 cups get filled is when we focus on ourselves here. It starts with us, Cancer. And then when we find that unity, it just kind of, it permeates in our world. But let's get a little clarification on that. Higher self, can we clarify the 2 of Cups? That just kind of warmed my heart, Cancer. I really like that. I love how you embody the energy where the moon's at. I do. I feel like for a good chunk of us, we're really syncing up here. So I dig it. Yeah. You got the Six of Crystals here. So I feel like for those of you who may not be feeling like this, maybe not quite feeling that oneness yet, or still trying to figure out who you are, I feel like that's coming. I feel like you're analyzing, maybe some things that aren't servicing us anymore, that aren't raising our vibration, or maybe things that haven't been that maybe some misconceptions that we've told about ourselves. I feel like you're leaving those behind here and really starting to keep eyes on this new future here. We got eyes on, look at that, we got eyes on the moon here. So I feel like now we're that's where our journey is getting us to that oneness and letting go of the things that aren't servicing us. So stay with it, Cancer. I get it if we're not quite feeling that yet. Know that it's coming. It's everyone's journey is a little bit different, but we're all in this together. Now let's get to your second card here, which is going to be what are your skills? So higher self, what are some skills that's Cancer's working with at this moment? Let's see what skills what you got cooking in the kitchen there, Cancer. Let's see what's going on. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, you do. Queen of Stars. And the Queen of Stars is in the traditional tarot is the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like with her popping up, this is just showing how resourceful you are in what I feel like in all that you do. Now, the stars have to deal with money matters. So I'm not saying that you aren't just business savvy, but I feel like there's more depth to that, Cancer. I feel like it's just we're resourceful with our energies. I feel like we're really learning how to read, to work with this, not just like with the lunar energy and all this planetary energy that we have available to us. And I feel like we're not in a place where we're relying on luck anymore, because that's what this rabbit is supposed to signify. Like, people would look at the Queen of Stars and think like, my goodness, girl, how are you so lucky? And she would look at you with like the biggest question mark. Like, what do you mean lucky? I manifest this thing. This is all this stuff that's happened here. This is my doing, good or bad, and that's the thing too. If things aren't quite going her way, we're gonna try to use this energy to like minimize the impact of whatever maybe harsher lesson is coming. So that's where I feel like the Queen of Stars is embodying. But let's get a little more clarification on that. Higher self, can we clarify the Queen of Stars, please? Let's see. I want to get a little bit more kind of a read on Cancer's skills here. In what ways Cancer is resourceful, or how they best utilizing these skills. Let's see what's going on with that Queen of Stars there. Yeah, no, nope. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, Eight of Cups. And this is kind of what I was talking about. It really kind of this whole thing so far is about feeling the energies out, seeing what's not serving us a purpose and leaving that behind, learning from those lessons and moving forward. And if we're stuck in this energies, it's understandable. I feel like, because the cups have to deal with emotions here. So maybe whatever strong emotional attachments are to this thing, Cancer, feel that out, analyze that. What is it that's got you holding on to this thing, that's keeping you from getting to that next level? And I feel like once you start doing that soul searching, there's going to be some enlightenment that comes from that. So let's move on to your third card here, which is what's hindering you from utilizing these skills. So, higher self, what is preventing Cancer from making the most of their abilities at this time? Let's see what are some possible hurdles that are getting in Cancer's way here from utilizing these skills. Yeah? Okay. The Star card here. And so with the Star card, I feel like this is about that disconnecting from source, or that disconnection from the source, and however you embody that, whether it be God, Buddha, higher self, the universe, take that as it resonates. But I feel like there's not. I feel like we're trying to, we're getting on that journey to try to find ourselves, and it's about really kind of opening ourselves up to that energy. And I know that can feel kind of vague sometimes to say that, but it embodies itself in different ways for everyone. because that's something really I've been thinking about over the last few weeks now. Really, how at first it started with like just how intuition manifests in just Cancerians, and then I started thinking about water signs, and then started expanding to like all the other signs as well. So I feel like if you've it's about getting that deeper understanding of who you really are, and then like and finding that oneness between you and the source. That's where I feel like this is yeah, that's where I could definitely see that could be the obstacle for some, because that's kind of what I was getting here with this Six of Crystals and this Eight of Cups here. There's this letting go that needs to happen. We're not higher self is trying to move us forward, but we haven't quite received the message yet. But let's get a little more clarification on that. Higher self, can we clarify the star? What is it that can we clarify this hurdle that's keeping Cancer from making the most of their abilities here? Let's see, yeah, okay. Yeah, you got the Nine of Crystals here. So I feel like whatever this is, that there's something here that's that really maybe kind of traumatized us in the sense, or that really maybe kind of it kind of is questioning whether, not even just like a faith question, but I feel like we're wondering if we can believe in ourselves. I feel like we're at this point where it almost feels like we feel like we can't quite get to our best selves here, that it almost feels hopeless, that we want to just like just to settle on whatever the hand we've been dealt and just call it a day. But Cancer, I feel like that's if that's how this is resonating with you, I get when you're in it, it's tough, and you got to feel it to heal it. But don't let that stop the healing process. Because you know what, think about it. When this thing first happened, it might have been devastating. And then each day, it's not to say that it's still any less, that it doesn't take the fact that what happened was devastating, but each moment, each day, it's getting a little bit easier, a little bit easier, and a little bit easier. And if you allow that thing to just happen naturally and not hold on to that, you will start noticing that you're feeling lighter here, that this stuff doesn't have to weigh down on your head anymore. That we can tap into this star potential here, because you are a star, Cancer, absolutely a star. And so it's just keeping that in mind, that even in the darkest times, you're shining bright, Cancer, and it's just remembering that. That's where I'll leave that there. Let's get to your final card here, which is going to be how to use your strengths to your advantages, or to your advantage. So higher self, how can Cancer utilize this strength to their advantage? How can they make the most of their abilities that they have to them? Let's see. How can they be the best Cancer that they can be? Yeah. Okay. You got the Knight of Cups here. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups popping up, it's about owning those feelings. It's about feeling that stuff, and then still getting up and then getting back on that horse, and to realize that these feelings here, they don't define us, but they can shape how we navigate in the present. We can learn from them. These are my mindfulness cards here. Strengths waiting to be discovered here. That's what weaknesses are. And if we just focus on this is just where I'm weak, well, that's where it's just going to keep us weak. But if we keep it as just like, hey, well, you know what? We're going to put 9 crystals in this cup today, and we're going to ride this out. We're going to ride this day out, or however long this time takes. We're just going to put it on display. We're going to feel it, and we're going to deal with this thing. And then, like I was saying, over time, just you're going to realize one day it's just like, wow. I don't know when I started feeling better, but man, I just feel so much lighter. But let's get some final clarification with that one. Higher self, can we clarify the Knight of Cups? Let's see let's bring this thing home. What is it that how can we best utilize this Knight of Cups energy here? No. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. You got the 7 of Stars here. And that's exactly what I was kind of feeling with this thing. I would say it's about, picture this tree as some past experience, as some hurt, things that have, that really have challenged you in a way. And then see what this woman is doing here? It's like we're picking what star we want to deal with today, and then we're going to plant it. We're finding the strength now. We plant that star, and then we see what's going to come from that, because what's Cancer, on a base level, what this is going to teach you here is compassion. There's going to be some other little nuggets, some nuances, of course, with that. But ultimately, let's switch back over. Ultimately, this is not only going to teach you compassion, but it'll you'll get some other things on top of compassion. But I want to focus on that compassion thing because I think about, especially with the moon being in Cancer. Now let's talk about all that healing and that nurturing energy that we have. You can take these lessons here from this tree, and when you plant them and they start growing and you start realizing your strength, when someone else is going through something similar, that ability to be able to relate to someone and to really be like, hey, I'm not just saying that just as a superficial thing. I mean it. I've gone through it. I'm right there with you and I understand. You have like a sympathetic ear here. It teaches us empathy and just like, and that is, there's nothing more powerful. I mean, there of course, I'm sure there are other powerful things, love and all of that, but compassion really does pack a punch like you wouldn't believe. So, whew, yeah, I'll leave that there, Cancer. That was a good one. I like that. Let's do all the YouTube things if you haven't already. If this resonated with you, or you think there's someone else that might resonate with this, share the love. Let's help raise that vibration some. Subscribe, hit that bell button so I know that that the message is helping you out. And check me out on Facebook. Let's be friends. I'm getting savvy at that. And then I got my other channel. Oh, just so much housekeeping. I got my other channel, Alchemist 8 there, which I cover all the other signs, and I do kind of like monthly themes. I'm still playing around with how these themes are going to work on the channel, but it's a lot of fun. If you want to get a broader picture of yourself, check your moon, check your rising, check all that stuff out, Cancer. And I've made it easy for you. It's all in the description box below. So, all right, let me get your surprise card so I can get you out of here. Good old Emperor came back to play, and this is perfect. I think about this going into the weekend here, because when I think about compassion, that on an Emperor, get out of here. That's going to be. Look at that, embody that. That's your strength there. That's what I feel like from all of this. When we really get that connection there, Cancer, Emperors. You're gonna rule. We're gonna be the most compassionate rulers that people have ever seen. Don't be a dictator, Cancer. That's not what I mean. But embrace that and be confident in this power here. Don't soften what your abilities here. It's that's an Emperor, baby. All right, stay safe out there, Cancer. Keep eyes on the moon, and I will catch you on the next one Monday.